And aloha, welcome back to the BlueNote Fan Report. Well, welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. Let me turn this other light on. Now maybe I won't look so dark. What you just saw right there is the problem with the defensive system, right? You get that lead and you just you go into a prevent defense, and that's exactly what we saw. To me, the first period doesn't even matter. You scored 3 goals in 5 minutes. Where's the rest of the game? Where's the rest of the goals? That's absolutely ridiculous that you go that long and not score, right? Especially after you had them on the ropes. Keep firing away. You let them in the damn game. We've had this problem for a lot longer. This isn't a new problem, guys. This really isn't a new problem. This is one that's been around for a while, and it's one that every time I bring it up, I get freaking lambasted for. Trying to adjust the coloring here a little bit and see if I can make it a little better. I'm not sure if I can, but hey, I'm trying. Yeah, but that's, how many times have I been lambasted for bringing this out? How many single freaking times? In fact, there's a Facebook group right now because I speak about this. They're ready to kick me out of the group. Right? Look at that overtime. That overtime, it's the same overtime they pulled with Minnesota or Dallas. Well, yeah, it isn't a prevent defense. The defense disappears completely. 20 shots in that game. You took 21 shots. You took one shot in overtime. You had the puck for the first 2.5 minutes of overtime. You cannot take one shot in overtime when you have the puck that long. That's just, all he did was circle with it. Circle, 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 circle. And look, guys, this could be the forbearance of a very difficult season for us, right? They didn't even get a shot in the OT. Get a load of this. They didn't even get a shot in the OT. Let me double check that. That was goals, not. See if I can find the shot chart. Yeah, no shots in the OT. 10 in the first, 7 in the second, 3 in the third. You want to know how you lose games? You take 3 shots in the third when you're up 3-1. You allow them. That's the prevent defense. That's the defense that Berube plays. That doesn't work in the league. Guys are too quick. And first of all, that first goal in the third, Huso should have had that fucker. Absolutely should have had that. That was okay. So was theirs lineup a scrub lineup. They didn't have their best lineup out there either, right? It doesn't matter. It's a Bob. I get what you're saying. This is one. A lot of times when you're a voice of reason to me, and I get that. This time, I'm sorry. This is if this was a one-off thing, great. This happens all the time. All the time. Yeah, but this is a system problem. It doesn't matter who's playing it. Right? I get that 10 or 11 guys might be in the AHL, but they were out there fighting. fighting for a spot on the roster, fighting to be better, fighting to prove something, and they just went away. Right? They just went away. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that there might be more effort for Minnesota at home, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. This is, how do you only take 3 shots in the third? That's not your AHL. That's your system. Okay? These are guys that if that's your AHL roster that's fighting hard to get, you take more than 3 shots in the third. And none in the overtime when you held the puck for 2.5 minutes. Think about that. All they did was circle the puck, circle the puck, circle the puck. Right? This is, I'm sorry. Okay. You say that, but isn't this the same stuff we saw last season with our great players and everyone will, oh, it was the injuries. Oh, it was the injuries. So now the excuse? I haven't said one word about Berube. I said if the coaching, what do you call it? Oh, see? See, he got me. He's got me frustrated. I have nothing against Berube. I don't. I have nothing against Berube. I don't. I have something against his coaching method, against the system that he continually uses, that we don't have the players that fit to it. That's the difference here. It's not Berube. It's not the coach. It's his system. I did rattle on him last season. I did, but I didn't this season. I haven't this season. I've rattled on the system a little bit, right? Next game. Let's listen to something here. Our next preseason game is Friday. Our next game after that is a week from Saturday, right? I don't know how to say this. I'm trying. I need a hand. I need someone to join me. Who wants to join me today? Let's see here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I know me and Lance were supposed to cook up today, but I don't think he got some of my later messages, so that's okay. That happens. You know, I'm at a loss. I really am. This is I'm sorry. That's a game you should have won. Doesn't matter who was there. You're up 3-0. 1-2, 1-2. Okay, I don't even know where I am right now. Here we go. There we go. I just sent it. Ashley, I just sent you the invite. This was a mess. I'm sorry. 10 shots in 2 periods. Don't you guys? Okay. You can sit there and say preseason all you want. 10 shots in 2 periods is an issue, right? Right? Am I wrong? It's a habit year after year, and this is teach the last warm up for the season. Now there's one more. There's one more game. Okay, Ashley, I'm getting roasted by Bob. I'm going to bring you in as. Huh? What? I didn't hear what you said.
I said I seen that.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring you in here now as the voice of reason. I want to know what your thoughts on this game was.
We played for 5 minutes. That's it. Hockey is a 60-minute game, and we played for 5 minutes, and then the entire team disappeared. And you're correct. That is a coaching system failure.
All right. For me, you know, Bob says, well, it's an AHL roster. You know, to me, if that's an AHL roster,
there should be players that want to impress to show up so they can play
right?
On the team.
I'd expect 40 shots,
Mhm.
45 shots. I expect these guys every time they got a look to take a shot, right? Every time that they got a look to take a shot. Prunovich in that overtime just circled the puck. He had opportunities to shoot that puck. They tired him out. They had the puck for the first minute and a half. They did 2 changes in Minnesota's zone, right? This is, guys, look, I'm not a negative Nancy. I'm not. But I'm telling you, there is something that has happened from the bubble that has continued, and there's been no change to it. It hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse.
I'm going to have to agree with that. But again, I'm not going to put it on one player. So before we get to that, because he wasn't playing today, it's the system. It is not any particular player. It is the system.
Well, I'm going to agree with that a little bit more than I normally would, because for the most part, what I saw, other than one goal, Husso played pretty good.
Husso did, but it goes back to where I was defending Bennington there. The entire team disappeared, and Husso was left pretty much to his own device. So, I mean, there was one goal that I really think, oh, he really should have had that, but I'm not going to put it too much on him because where was the rest of the team?
Well, that one, the second goal that Minnesota scored absolutely was one that he should have had.
Exactly.
And the guy was defended. This wasn't a breakdown in defense. The Minnesota player was absolutely defended. He was just able to get off an amazing shot that had eyes. However, it went between, this area here. This is an area that you've got to defend, right? That you shouldn't get things through there. You're right. We have seen some of the same stuff since Hitch was coach. However, it went away for part of 19 because we finally had the players in that. We had players that could play that system to a T, but the system still had problems, right? The system still had problems. You still lost 10 games. You were 16-10 in the playoffs. You didn't go 16-2 or 16-4. You went 6-7, 6-7. Right?
Hey, John.
I seen him there. We got a watch party set up on October 30th.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I might have something about that, and I'll keep it to myself for now. I don't want to say anything, but let's just say I may destroy that watch party. But we'll talk about that at another time. What I'm seeing is, I know I don't have the press conference on, but I want to listen to it later. I want to hear what Hitch or Ruby says. I really want to hear what he says, right? Because right now, if he says anything other than we stopped playing, and that's on me, then he doesn't get it.
No, he's not going to say that last part. He's not going to put it on him. He's just going to say, the boys stopped playing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think he should. And I apologize for rubbing you'll see me with my hand.
Oh, I know. I saw your picture. I'm glad to see your hand, though. I'm glad your cast is off.
Yeah, but I have that.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. That's it. I have no backward movement. And I have no twist right now.
It takes time to build that back up. I've broken my right wrist 7 times, and after you get that cast off, you're weak and you can't move, but you'll get it back. You just got to work at it a little at a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an Epsom soap. So I scrubbed it down with alcohol to try and get some of the month worth of dead skin and dirt off it, and you can see that. I mean, it looks a little better that way. But I have so much dead skin that it's faking off in like big old hunks. So
you might want to try and use some of that exfoliating Dove. That usually helped me.
Well, I figured Epsom, when I broke, and this was decades ago, I broke my right leg. I got hit by a car. When the cast came off, for the first like month, I couldn't, like I had to keep it up in the air. I couldn't put it down. It always hurt until I went swimming one day. And after I went swimming, it just loosened everything up. So I figure I'm going to try and take after this show, take an Epsom, soak my arm in Epsom salt, taking it because I don't have a pan. So I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath. And just let my hands soak in that. And then maybe I'm going to go walk in the pool with my hand under the water for a little bit.
Yeah.
And see if that'll help the muscles loosen a little bit. But they think now they're saying that they may have to break it and do surgery. that the way it healed now, that it's too far out of alignment. Before it wasn't bad. Now it looks even worse. So,
yeah, that happened with my ankle whenever I broke it. They had me in a walking cast at first.
yeah.
And then whenever they went to take that off 6 weeks later, it had healed wrong. So they had to re-break it. But I was lucky enough to not need the surgery with it.
Yeah. No, I think if they break this, I'm going to have the surgery.
Yeah. Well, we're talking, I was 9 and you're quite a bit older than 9.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older than 9.
A little bit.
I don't even remember 9 anymore.
I only vaguely, I remember getting my ankle rebroken, but.
Yeah. No, God, I can't even, all I can remember 9 was the grade school I went to. That doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, this is, look, I understand what Bob was saying, and he probably already left because he doesn't like arguing with me. And he does that as a friend, and I get that. And he is a good, believe it or not, all the crap that he gives me online, he's a good friend.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you get crap from your friends. I mean,
yeah. So,
I think I think we've been giving each other more crap since I've been on this show.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, and it's never hateful. It's never
exactly
disrespectful. It's not that, and I know some people take me. I'm very gruff, right? And I don't think people understand that. There are parts of my personality. If you have watched Ted Lasso, there's a character on Ted Lasso that sums me up to a T. Have you seen the show?
No, I don't. I don't watch a whole lot of.
I want to know if anybody on here who's watching now has seen Ted Lasso, and if you have, which character is me? Because there's a character on Ted Lasso that is me to a T. I mean, I've watched every episode now like 4 times just because I can't get enough of seeing this character. So I'm going to leave that out there. I'm not going to say who the character is. Say again?
I'll have to check that out.
Right. I'm trying to think of which episode to watch. I think it is. I want to say it. I'll have to look at the names of the episodes. But there's an episode in season 1. I think it's the 6th or 7th, and it's the one where they go to Liverpool, right? I think it's reinventing the owner's name. I forget what her name is. But if you see this, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, and you will know the character that I am. It is crazy. I mean, I need to find out if any of the writers know me, because this is me to a T. To a T, and I give them a lot of credit for that. Oh shit, man, my wrist is hurting. No, it's just something I got to deal with for another week or so, and hopefully when it comes time to finally move, if we can find a place, and I can I'll be able to lift and move stuff. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to hire somebody, because right now I'm gonna have to put that brace on here. I bought just a little brace. See, that's the thing. I kind of screwed up. Instead of letting the VA do this, I kind of jumped a step and went through the TRICARE system, the retiree system, and the retiree system kind of messed me up. And now when the retiree system does a referral, they will only do exactly what that referral is. With the VA system, they get a referral. It's kind of an open-ended referral. They're allowed to do certain things based on that referral. So they could have given me a brace or some other things had I gone that way. And it might have been a little better, but yeah, right now my wrist is not in a good place whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm supposed to get my hockey sticks tomorrow. Or no, Friday now. They moved them. Supposed to get my hockey sticks on Friday. I was so looking forward to being able to hold them. Ooh, I can't do that. I just tried to close my left wrist. I mean, that's the best I can do.
Oh, Guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So doing what I can. Hey, look, the game is what it is.
Mhm.
You know, unfortunately, we are fans who we love wins and we hate losses. Now,
Mhm.
there are losses that I am okay with, right? And Rob
Yeah.
used to get on me all the time, and he'd call it the moral victory. Oh, we love those moral victories. But if you're up, call Ferris. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Zach. There are, if you're up 1-1 and they get a shootout victory, okay, that happens. What's a pronoun? I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure what you're talking about, buddy. You got me kind of. He says Facebook audio, so maybe he's doing. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, and then oh, Zach, I think he's drunk. Oh, this is fun. I love having a drunk man on. Oh, damn my hand. There are times where you can accept losses. There are losses out there that the final was 4-3 overtime loss. There are times where you can accept losses. I see that. Chris Shockley says, especially a drunk Marine. There are losses that we can accept. You have to, because you're not going to go 82-0, right?
Mhm.
You're not going to go 82-0. So you have to understand that there's losses you're going to take, and there's things like that. What you want to see is how the team responds. The next game, the next preseason game, I don't think people realize how important this game is. Right?
Yeah. Especially when we have a week off.
A week and a day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You play on Friday. You don't play again till the next Saturday. The next Saturday. That's something to be said. That's a lot of time off. You come in and you lose that game to Colorado, and then you play, I think, who is it? I think you go to Vegas right after that. Right?
Yeah.
I'd have to look at the schedule here real quick.
Yeah, I didn't check it out. Hold on. I got it right here.
Actually, I did.
I'm trying to pull it up right now. Okay. So
we go.
You play on Friday? No, that's this Friday. So
we play Saturday the 16th at Colorado. Then we play the Coyotes, and then we go to Vegas.
Okay, so Saturday you play the Coyotes. Monday you play Monday you play the Coyotes, and then on Wednesday you play the Knights. I see possibly 1-2-0, or maybe 1-1-1, or even worse, 0-2-1. Before you even get home, right?
Yeah.
And you play your home opener. You have a back-to-back Saturday the 23rd and then Monday the 25th against the Kings, right? And that could give a false sense of I look at this right now and I'm concerned. I'm absolutely
we usually
concerned.
Play up to the better teams and play down to the worser teams. So I have high hopes that maybe we'll come out 2-0-1, but then the Kings, we're not going to take both those games. We always don't take it serious.
Yeah. No, there's a lot going on. Earl, I've had a couple, and let me explain. I don't mind somebody coming on the show. I really don't. But for now on, I'm going to vet you, right? I'm not going to let someone come on the show and then have no clue what they're talking about. I had that with one person, and I'm not going to deal with that. I need to make sure that you're of sound mind and sound body, and that you know what you're going to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just going to kick you out. So, just be aware of that. I'm not just going to bring anybody on anymore. That show really cost me a lot, and I'm not going to do that again. I have sponsors looking at this. I have other things going on. This is my livelihood. I hope people understand that. And this is, if I got blasted by a couple of friends here lately, and one of them just said, you know, if you're not doing it for fun, don't do it at all. You know what? You can still have fun when it's your livelihood, but it is my livelihood. It's not that I don't have fun. It's not that I don't have fun. But it's still, it's my livelihood, and I need to grow. I need to get better. I need to make sure that I'm doing those things. And if you don't get told the things that you need to do to change, you never know how to change. So that's kind of the way I look at that. I am looking forward to Friday's game, though. Friday's game's at home. It's against Columbus. Now, we got destroyed. We got plastered by Columbus in Columbus, right? I think that when we lost 5-1 or something like that, right? Right there, Earl. Right there is why I would not allow you on the show. Right there. You just took my show political. I don't go with that. I absolutely do not believe in that. I won't go with that. Please don't bring that here. That is, my politics does not belong in my show. This home game really needs to, they need to go in with their best effort. And now Columbus is a bottom feeder, right? Now they may be a little better this season, but they're still not the better team, one of the better teams in the league, right? Uh-oh. Ian showing up, you know, he was going to, right? Yeah. Well, you know, how much of this was, how can you say Beckman and Rossi look pretty good? Minnesota didn't win this game. St. Louis lost it. That is an absolute dead-on statement that you cannot argue. When you're up 3-0 and stop playing, the other team didn't win, right?
But I will give Ian this, that the player Addison seemed to be really strong in the third for them. My daughter was pretty obsessed with anytime he had the puck because her name is Addison.
Zach, you're going to make me have to remove you, man. Please don't do that. I don't want to do that, man. And that's not who I am. Please don't make this political. Thank you. And look, it doesn't matter which end of the political spectrum I'm on. It doesn't. I don't want it to be political, period. I hope you guys know that. He says, well, they're both true. And I'm thinking, I guess. Right. And you're right. And it's something to look for. And it's a good way to go around things and see things. But we need to understand that if this thing goes off the rails quick, it needs to get fixed quick. Right. If this team could miss the playoffs, I hope everybody realizes that. Yeah, as much as I don't think that they will, they could very easily miss the playoffs. Yeah. This could be 16-17 all over again. Or 17-18. 17-18 all over again. All right. 17-18 all over again. And that's something to look at. And if you remember that season, that's when you know, it looked like that was when that was, I'm trying to say it now. That was the who was the coach before Berube? My mind has slipped.
Oh man.
Between Hitchcock and Berube, little short name.
Yeah,
he was Minnesota's coach.
It's at the tip of my tongue, and now I can't.
Yeah. I feel really dumb, but call Trey, call Brian. I think yo. Right? See, I knew a little short name. Okay. Ian says this division is down to goaltending, in my opinion. Ian, go to stlfanreport.com and read my article ranking the goaltending tandems in the Central. You will see exactly what my thoughts are on that, bud. Exactly. Check that out, man. Check that out. This is I just kind of that was the season that Yo's full season, his only full season, and they just could not get it together. And down the stretch, when they were in the playoffs, they ended up losing that last game of the season to Colorado to miss the playoffs, right? And then they start the 18-19 season, that famous season in the dumps, getting blown out 5-1 to Winnipeg. Right. So I mean, this season has that markings all over it. And I'm heavily concerned.
I'm concerned as well, but I'm hopeful that since we've never really had the full roster together, like we've been running lines with, that it'll have more cohesion once the season starts. But I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Yeah, this is a broken system in my estimation, in my view. This is a broken system. I have said that and here's the thing that I want everyone to understand. I have said that this is a broken system since the bubble. Not this season, not the last couple of games, not this game, not last season, going all the way back to the bubble. I have said that this was a broken system.
Yes, you have.
Right. And I want, he says, don't forget Minnie fired Yo that same season, that the Blues beat Minnie and Yo in 5 games. I'll never forget that. Actually, that should have been a sweep. The fact that they even won 1 game surprised me. That's the game. That's the one where Allen just played out of his gourd. Right. That was the best Allen ever played, was in that series. Right. And the fact that they even got one was an absolute shocker to me. And then they caught the Predators with the hot goalie who had just swept the Blackhawks and Pekka Rinne. They caught him, and he was just as hot as Allen was, maybe just a little bit hotter. So that's kind of the way I saw that. It's going to be fun to see what happens Friday, and then the start of the season. Right? How's your writing going, Ash?
Oh, I'm doing good. I got an A in that class.
Yep. See, I knew you would. Right? So I can't wait for you to start writing for us.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more work to do before I'm comfortable with that, but
I don't think you do. I think you just need to get out and write. That's what I do. I actually have my system set up now because it's so hard to type for dictation. The article I wrote, the one about the last one I put out before the Dallas game, I dictated 90% of that.
Yeah, that's usually how I write most messages. Right. Gotta love that voice to text.
Remember,
feature.
This is a throwaway game. I don't see that. I don't see that as a throwaway game because this was the game that so many guys, this was their last chance to make the team. This was their time to make an impression, right? And for the first 6 minutes of the game, maybe you can give them the first period, they made an impression. But after that, nothing. So it's very interesting what I saw. I don't want to keep you too much longer, Ashley, and I don't want to go too much longer. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on and talking today. And if you didn't get what I asked earlier, I asked which character in the series Ted Lasso that I think I am. No one kind of went there. Marianne says, no, it's not. They need to play like it's the playoffs and it's their last game. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I felt like. I'm just glad that our best pride were pivotal in our comeback win. Yeah, I mean, they were, and that's the thing. And ours weren't. Ours should have been. So that's where I'm looking. Oh, I'm getting who gave me an angry face? Thomas Mobile. Okay, Thomas, don't know why you're mad at me. John Hefner gave me some love, and Rob Turner, that's a new one, and Marianne Holmes threw some likes in the air along with David Rose Tibbs. Thank you so much for doing that. I can't wait to see you on Friday. Friday, I should be able to do a full show. I think my hand will feel better. The character I am is Roy Kent. Look up. You know what? You don't even have to go watch the show. Just Google or go to YouTube, type in Roy Kent, Ted Lasso, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So I say, David says, proud you did a show, even though your arm is hurt. Well, I did the best I can. I couldn't do a full show. I mean, I'm dealing with a little bit of, I had to take some pretty heavy pain medicine because of it today. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can. So Ashley, thank you so much for showing up today. I'll hopefully see you on Friday.
Yep. Always looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I say aloha, mahalo, and I cannot wait to see you on the next BlueNote Fan Report. Aloha.